This Pecha Kucha presentation will address trust in the relationship between early childhood teachers and families of young children. I will cover what trust is, why it is an important part of the home and school connection, and some strategies for building trust with family caregivers of children in your classrooms. Kikos et al. Define trust as the willingness of a party to be vulnerable to the actions of another party related to the child, based on the expectation that the other will perform a particular action to achieve positive outcomes for the child. Trust is foundational, it is dynamic, and it evolves over time. As a teacher in early childhood education, you will often be a child's first experience of school and potentially their first experience with a caregiver outside of their home. The critical nature of this transition for future success in school has long been established. Adults in the home are also building their approach and attitudes towards schooling at this time. Having early experiences that build family caregivers' confidence and trust can set the tone for future interactions. Influencing parents and other home-based caregivers to be engaged and connected at this initial stage can pay dividends for years to come. When parents are confident, children's confidence and positive attitudes towards school also increase. A study on family-teacher relationship building in preschools by Anderson et al. Demonstrates this premise. We work hard to make the parents feel emotionally secure with us and to have them actively show the child that the preschool is a secure and safe place. Emotionally secure parents foster emotionally secure children. A conceptual framework that is helpful for a viewpoint of school and family interaction and its impact on child development is Bronfenbrenner's bioecological theory. As seen in this model, the family and the school are two environments in a child's microsystem that interact closely within the mesosystem to have a strong proximal effect on child development. Respecting families and other home carers as their children's first teacher is a hallmark of high-quality early childhood education. Always remember that parents and others in the home and family community who care for young children are experts on their own children. Teachers are professional experts on education. Blend these two spaces of expertise to create an exceptional learning environment for every child. We have established that strong partnerships are crucial and that building trust is foundational for these relationships. So how can you do this? Many methods are available and many strategies can be used. Approaches can be tailored to community, school, classroom, and family needs, as well as to teacher strengths and experience levels. Parents and other important adults may have many questions and uncertainties when entering their child's first learning environment. They need to have confidence in their child's caregivers and teachers, so it is important to project an attitude of competence and trustworthiness when you first meet. Garbatz notes that families may wait for schools to initiate contact quite frequently. As a professional, take the lead in welcoming parents. It is important to offer information about the goals, quality, and structure of the program to help acquaint parents with what to expect. Don't forget to then listen to parent feedback and learn about their needs for school success and engagement. Trust is bidirectional. Building trust is an ongoing two-way process. When speaking on successful family engagement, Principal Peter Moran says, "Overall, I'd say that the first step is to be a learner. Really listen to what families are telling you. This is how you will understand families' real needs. Celebrate parents. Highlight the great things their children are doing. Families love to hear positive feedback about their children, and this will increase their desire to become involved. Communicate for information and relationship. When you first engage with families, you must portray confidence, kindness, and enthusiasm, along with willingness to meet and hear from parents and family caregivers. Always keep in mind that each family has a unique structure or rhythm, and the more families are willing to share and welcome you into knowing about this, the better you can understand and support their child. Offer families multiple avenues to connect before entering your classroom. Model openness and be willing to share about yourself in a professional way. Google Forms, email, paper forms, family photos, phone chats, and classroom visits are all different ways that caregivers from home may find more comfortable or accessible for sharing with you. Frequent communication is key for building trust with family caregivers. Start with a few getting to know you questions when the child enters your classroom. Some simple, fact-based informational questions about their child, as well as some open-ended questions such as the ones listed here, about family values and hopes can give parents multiple ways to connect. Today's climate of cultural diversity requires sensitivity and thought towards relationship building in the home and school context. This may be heightened in a situation where children and their early caregivers are experiencing out of home care or separation for the first time, or when teachers and families come from different cultural backgrounds. The environment in the classroom may be a new culture for families. Recognize strengths of all values, knowledge, and experience. Anticipate that families' views and choices will sometimes differ from your own, and be prepared to engage families where they are and to seek connection points by asking questions, clarifying for understanding, and learning about families. Always be clear that you hold respect for families and their individual differences and allow them to be honest about their goals and their needs. Be aware of special circumstances such as transportation challenges, frequent traveling or absences in the home, living situations, limited access to technology or digital communication, and literacy or language barriers. Invite families to share their individual situations through a funds of knowledge lens and a strengths perspective that values families' differences and refrains from casting judgment. A funds of knowledge lens recognizes that families have valuable knowledge on a variety of topics. Invite families to share about these things with the class. A strengths perspective appreciates the positive aspects of every family. Ask questions, repeat for understanding, and make it a priority to connect with parents before offering suggestions. Try to reach out from time to share something positive about each child. It opens lines of communication by informing and including families and makes it much easier to deliver news of challenges or difficulties if they are faced during the course of the year. Finally, casual communication is key. Don't underestimate the power of brief interactions. Family members notice how you greet their child and if that interaction is warm. They notice if you look them in the eye. Even if there are language or cultural barriers, warm, inclusive, proactive, and professional interactions make a strong impression.